Welcome to KB Willard Arena on a Saturday afternoon for non-conference women's hockey action as UWSP Pointers take on the Augsburg University Augies. Hello everyone, I am Brody Kupski. Thank you for tuning into this broadcast of Pointer Athletics. And if you're watching on the Pointer Athletics YouTube page or the WIAC Network, we thank you for tuning in. Big game for the Pointers today, or this afternoon rather. It's a big matchup against the number 3 team in the nation in Augsburg University. We'll run down some stats before we get started in lineups here, but for the Pointers, an 8-7 season so far, continuing their non-conference stretch before they get back into conference play next weekend. 2-2 in conference play, 3-6 at home, and 5-1 on the road. The Pointers started off the season as solid as they could, but have struggled as of late, with a 4-game losing streak dating back to December 13th against Concordia University. With a great set of goalies in Annie Beck and Emily Grieg, these Pointers are looking to get back in the win column. But like I said, it won't be easy. The number 3 team in the nation rolling into Stevens Point here today in Augsburg University. Molly Polkamp leads in points and goals with 11 points. 6 of those points coming from goals. And Alyssa Yoakum leads in assists. Annie Beck leads in saves with 331, while Emily Grieg leads in goals allowed per game at 2.52. Both are pretty close in save percentage, and you could really go either way with both of them, with Beck leading with a 93.8% save percentage and Grieg with a 93.2 save percentage. Augsburg, meanwhile, 9-2-1 overall, 4-1-1 in conference play, 7-1-1 at home, and 2-1 on the road. The Augies have a lot of success this season. 5 of their 9 wins against ranked opponents. Recently, 2 of them against UW-Eau Claire, who were ranked before this matchup here in Stevens Point. The 2 losses also came against ranked opponents, and this gives them that number 3 ranking in the USCHO rankings. Leading in all stats is Nora Steppen with 6 goals and 9 assists, totaling to 15 points on the season. And she's doing that as a defenseman, which is pretty crazy, if I say so myself. Anna Schulte also has 6 goals as well. Kayla Samonson and Marissa Paskey do the bulk of the playing in the net, and Paskey will be starting tonight for the Augies here. I mean, she has absurd stats and 0.81 goals average and a 96.7 save percentage, which is crazy. I mean, a crazy save percentage there. Along with her, May Deasing, the sophomore defenseman out of Arlington Heights, Illinois, and Nora Stepan, the senior defenseman from Apple Valley, Minnesota, the defense pair tonight, or this afternoon for the Augies. Ella Olson, the junior out of Maple Grove, Minnesota, the forward pair with Ruby Eskin and Kate Hauga. A pretty good group there for the Augies. And it won't be easy for the Pointers. I mean, they have a tough stretch leading into the next few weeks. They have to play tomorrow against Hamline University, who's ranked number 11th in the nation, and a couple games against Eau Claire. Emily Grieg starting in the net tonight for the Pointers, the junior out of Chesterfield, Missouri. Grace Torma, the now named captain for today's game, with Natalie Ahern as the other captain, the senior out of Centerville, Minnesota, and Alyssa Yoakum, the junior out of Hermantown, Minnesota, having a pretty solid season for her so far. Natalie Ahern making a start tonight, the senior out of Byron, Minnesota. Riley Novak at center, the junior out of Oakdale, Minnesota. And the freshman, Abby Skelly from Grand Rapids, Minnesota, also making a start tonight. So a big game for the Pointers here at KB Willard Arena. Should be a good one between the Augies and the Pointers. We'll take a quick break for a national anthem. We'll be right back to Pointers hockey action. Welcome back after the national anthem here. Like I said, big game this afternoon between both sides. Pointers trying to just get back into the win column after a couple losses, 4 straight losses, dating back to December 13th, which is roughly about a month ago now. These Pointers don't have their work cut out for them. I mean, this Augsburg squad, they come in full force. And as I was walking into the building today, they're fired up, ready to go. And honestly, that's what kind of makes them number 3 team in the nation. They're ready to go. They're ready to fight. I mean, it's not a conference matchup here, but they got to take any win that they can get. As currently in the standings for Augsburg, they sit at 2nd place, right behind Hamline University. Hamline has a 5-1 MIAC record, while Augsburg a 4-1-1 record in the MIAC. Hamline has a 10-2 record currently. Augsburg at 9-2-1. Really could get any win here to really put them over the top here against Hamline University. And for the Pointers here, they sit at 3rd in the WIAC standings behind Eau Claire and River Falls, which, I mean, they're kind of in a league of their own currently. And Pointers kind of sitting at 3rd place. Probably will have it locked up, honestly. I mean, looking at the standings here, Eau Claire 11-5 record overall. River Falls 12-1 overall. The Pointers 8-7, but the last two, Superior and Beloit, kind of duking it out below them. At Superior 13-1 overall, and the Beloit in their first year as a hockey program here in the WIAC 2-12 overall. Novak on the draw. Face-off won by Augsburg. It's passed back to Steppen over to Deesing. Deesing tries to pass it up to one of her teammates. Can't connect on that. Jochum right back to Ella Olsen as Olsen races around. Torma chasing after it with Eskin. Torma passing around over to, I believe that's Jochum. Jochum trying to get away from Ella Olsen. She skates around here. Tries to pass it up to Skelly. Can't connect on that and still down by Grace Torma. Torma back up to Ahern. Ahern trying to pass it around, and a lot of pressure here from these Augies. Pass up to Skelly. Skelly able to get it out of the zone and delayed offside there, but kept up by the Pointers off the stick. I believe that was Emma Abrahamson. Long name there. Pass up there, and it must have been tipped from Anna Schulte. Down in the corner here, Sydney Wang trying to get on it, and Schulte keeps it in the zone as Wang collects it, tries to pass over, and has a breakaway here. Avery Engbrecht trying to race up the ice. A 1-on-2 chance here into the pads. Opaski, and still kept in the zone by Puchnik. Now brought up the ice here, Schulte trying to pass over to, I believe that was Emily Schobero, the other captain, or one of the captains for this Augsburg team. Kept around by Melota, and that's passed out of the zone here. As it looks like Tenley Stewart, the other captain for the Augies, tries to collect it. Kept in the zone by the Pointers. Have a chance there with Whelan, but still on the stick of an Augie as they fight below or in the corner. Pass up the ice, and that will be icing for the Pointers. 17:57 left in this period already. About a couple minutes in here, and a big chance for the Pointers here. I mean, got a shot on Paskey, which doesn't happen often, but they could have a chance to find one home here. Paskey only 4 goals allowed this season, giving her a pretty good save percentage, which is pretty crazy if you ask me. Face-off won by the Pointers here. Torma passes it in and corralled there by Paskey. At first she couldn't find it, found it. And we have another stoppage. Like I said, the Pointers women's hockey team faces Hamline University tomorrow in St. Paul at 3 p.m. Weird for a Sunday game to be at 3. The Pointers will travel out there. As face-off one here, looks like the Augies will get his. Couple Augies fall down, passing up the ice, and looks like we're going to get a penalty on the Pointers, probably, I would assume, for hitting it into the boards there. And it looks like Abby Skelly will go in the box. So Abby Skelly going into the box And power play opportunity here for the Augies. For Skelly, I believe that's her 4th penalty of the season. Doesn't lead the team in penalties. Face off one here by the Pointers. Torma has it on her stick, loses it. Pass around to Kelsey Reese. And the Augies trying to set something up here. Over to Stewart. Stewart down low and shot wide off the net. Big chance there as that's cleared away by Polkamp. Good defensive stop there, and you got to thank the net there if you're Emily Grieg. Stewart, pass around, I believe there's Schulte there. Actually, correction, Brandenburger. Now Schulte has it. Schulte racing around here, trying to pass around. And Yoakum trying anything she can to poke that away. There's Tara Regan trying to poke it away as well. Around back up to Stewart. Stewart back over to Brandenburger. Back over to Stewart. Stewart pass right. Shot wide by Schulte. A pass from Abrahamson. Let's pass around to Stewart. Stewart off the pads of Emily Grieg and wide. Collected again here by Jenna Allen. It's cleared here by, it looks like, Alyssa Yoakum, and that will be a high stick if they touch it, and they will touch it. Big chance here for the Pointers. Just kind of got that stick up to defend it. You really can't do that if you're the Augies here. 38 seconds left in the power play opportunity here for the Augies. Came off an Abby Skelly penalty. Face off one here by the Augies as they're racing up the ice. Kate Haga passes back up to Nora Steppen. Steppen takes a shot. Caught one of her teammates in the middle there. Steppen pass around off the side of the net. Passing around here back up to Steppen. Steppen leads the team in points. Good pass there, but nobody knows where it is. Collected again by Addison Milota. Milota back over to Eskin. Down low. Pass into Steppen. Steppen blocked there. Big save there. Emily Grieg dives on the ice there to get it. And we have another stoppage of play. And the penalty killed off there by the Pointers. It's a pretty good penalty kill there. So 0 for 1 on the power play are the Augies. Face off one here by the Pointers. And kicked around there by Grieg. Trying to pass it up here, and will be called for an icing. Is the Pointers. As Wheeling kind of takes a hard stop there in the corner. Hopefully she's okay. I know last game here against St. Mary's University, she took a hard shot. Was kind of off the ice for a while, but came back after scoring a goal. It looks like she's okay. Face off here. Kendall Rickley. Face off won by the Augies, it looks like. Racing around here, Annika Milky. And kicked around to Brandenburger. Down low, kept away by the Pointers here. Tara Regan in the corner to fight along the boards. And still kept in by the Augies. Over to Brandenburger. Pass down low, wide of the net. That shot taken by Deasing. And that'll be cleared by the Pointers. Have a chance here past Deasing's stick, but Brandenburger there to collect it. A big fight there by Kaya Johnson, but kept away from her. Melota kept away by Polkamp. Polkamp takes a shot off the glove of Paskey and collect around the corner and up the ice go the Augies. As Melota can't collect that. Collected by Yoakum. Yoakum makes a hard move here, passes it up the ice, trying to find Whelan, but collects Polkamp. And good chance there. Might be a tripping penalty, but no call there. Kept around by Stewart. Collected again by Engbrecht here. Up into the zone as Ahern chases after it. Passes it up to Lily Wold. And off the hand of a Augie. Back up to Wold again. Puck flying in the air here. Pushed in the zone by Jenna Allen. Pass around here to Ahern. She makes a hard stop. Passes it back to Neist. And collected again by the Augies. Racing into the zone here, Emma Abrahamson. And collected again by Whelan. Whelan, she takes the tumble and got to check her skates or something. She's taking a couple tumbles here already. As Pushnik keeps it out of the zone. Augies have to tag up here and pass in. Regan takes his chase with Schulte. Passes it around up to Rickley. She can't corral that. And it looks like the Pointers have a chance here. Regan races in, takes a shot off the pad of Paskey. And kept in the zone here by the Pointers. Arneson tries to collect it. Rickley can't collect that, and that might be a penalty, but no call there. Racing in here, have a chance. Wide block there from Emily Grieg. Still kept in the zone here. Pass down low, off the pad of Emily Grieg. I don't know if you saw that, but she kept it out. Kept in the zone here by Eskin. Eskin down low to Haga. Haga racing around. Pass over and collected again by Sydney Wang. And Wang trying to get away from Haga. And Rickley will just pass it down. But collected again by the Augies. The Augies shoots it around here to over to Alyssa Yoakum. Yoakum pass it down low to Engbrecht. Engbrecht trying to just kind of get away from these Augies. And Yoakum racing around here. Defended off by Olivia Brame. Kept in the zone here and on the stick of Yoakum. But back over. Would have been Jenna Britz. But Pointers just can't seem to connect on their passes. That's something they've struggled all season. Just connecting on passes here. Have a chance there off Britt's skate. Into the stick of Nora Steppen. Steppen with a lot of speed here racing in. Steppen takes a shot off the post. And shot in and off the pad and in for a goal. Adeline Malota. A good chance there off the post and good rebound there to put it in and make it a 1-0 game here in KB Willard Arena. Adeline Malota, the sophomore forward out of Stoughton, Wisconsin, really the only Wisconsin player on this roster, heavily filled with Minnesota players. Face off here, won by the Pointers, but collected again here by Lily Wold. Wold shoots it in wide of the net, off the net. Could have been dangerous there. And collected again by Malota. Kept out of the zone here by the Pointers. So we try to get some stats here. Malota's second goal of the season for her. It's collected again here by Abrahamson. Passes it over to Schoberl, who has it, and it looks like it's going to be Emily Grieg. She covers it with her glove here. 10:52 left in the first period here at KB Willard Arena. A 1-0 game after a rebound goal for the Augies here. Face off here in the Pointer zone, won by the Augies. As Stewart has trouble with that. That will be a delayed offside if they collected. The Pointers collected here. Alyssa Yoakum trying to race around. Engbrecht gets it now. She shoots it around. Nobody home but an Augie. As Yoakum collects it now. Yoakum takes a shot wide off I believe that was Stewart's skate there. And kept around by the Pointers here. Stewart collects it now as she shoots it in. And off the net there, big chance there. Schulte collects it. As she skates around here. Over to Eskin. Ruby Eskin takes a shot. Could have been dangerous, but blocked away. And who has it? Big chance there. Point is collected here, trying to clear it again. Eskin down low. Torma collects it. Malota, who scored the goal just a couple minutes before, shoots it around. Back over to Bear. Shot in. Off I believe that was a pointer, but still collected again by the Augies. Eskin trying to pass it around here. Up to Bear. And that shot's wide. Torma collects it. She tries to clear it. And she will. And that'll be an offside. Just cleared the zone enough. And Malota, I believe actually, Kelsey Reese passed it in there. And they'll give a media timeout here. 9:32 left in this first period. We'll take a quick break here on Point Athletics YouTube. Welcome back to KB Willard Arena. 1-0 game after about 10 minutes of play here at the Willett. A goal scored by Staunton, Wisconsin forward Adeline Malota for the Augsburg Augies. The number 3 team in the nation travels here to Stevens Point. While the men's team last night played against College of St. Scholastica, headed down to the Twin Cities. They also play Augsburg tonight. Augsburg had a pretty close game for the men's team versus UW Stout. Ended up in a 7-6 victory for Stout in OT. A lot of craziness happened in that game. As face-off won here by the Pointers, but collected here from the Augies. Kept in the zone here by Bear. Bear passes it around to Meyer. Collected here. Shot wide. Collected by Pushnik. Pushnik over to Britz. Britz can't collect it here. And around to Steppen. Steppen tries to pass it in. Can't collect on that. Who's got it? In the middle. Polkamp pokes it away. Polkamp gets her stick checked. And collects it again here. With the Pointers trying to pass it up here to Britz. Collected there by Malota. And nice there. Pass it back to Pushnik. Pushnik trying to find a pointer. Can't seem to connect on that. Big shot there by Puchnik. She falls down and shot up the ice. Collected again and just out of the zone. Pointers get a clear there. Chance here, Malota, second goal of the game. She shoots it wide and out of the zone here. Collected again. Looks like May Deasing. Deasing racing around here. A lot of speed going in here. Regan. Shot wide there. Emily Grieg pad save. Pass it up to Ahern. Ahern fighting along the boards with Lily Wold. Brandenburger collects it now. Back over to Deasing. Deasing passes it up to Wold. Wold can't collect it. That's kept in the zone by Novak. Chance here. Ahern blocked off a stick. Good defense there by the Augies to keep it out of the net. Or really had a chance to go to the net. Arneson takes it. She takes a shot in. It's off a stick of an Augie and collected here and up the ice to Anna Schulte. Schulte can't connect on that pass to Abrahamson. And the Pointers try to clear it here, but kept in the zone by Malota. Correction, that was Stewart, Tenley Stewart, the captain. Over to Stewart again here. Stewart takes a shot. Had it. Eskin there trying to poke it in. But no dice. Fighting along the boards here. Puchnik clears it. And Stewart collects it here. And skates around. over to Eskin. Eskin finds Ella Olsen. Olsen down low. And trying to collect there is Kate Hogg. And that will be waved off. Not enough juice on that pass to reach the line there as Malota tries to collect it there. Can't seem to connect. Pointers have a chance here as pass in the zone there. Won't connect. Hogg tries to collect it. Good defense there by Alyssa Yoakum. And down right below us here, fighting along the boards. And kicked around there. Grace Torma collects it. Torma trying to clear it there. Will not do it. And kept off the ref there. Or linesman, excuse me. Around goes Kelsey Reese. Back over to Bear. Olivia Brame trying to collect it. Yoakum tries to clear and does. Up the ice to Malota. Yoakum kicks it around. Almost collected there, but will be collected by the Pointers here again. Avery Engbrecht kicks it in. Paskey out of her net to collect it. And kicked around there. Big shot there by Natalie Ahern, but no call there. As Ahern collects it now, tries to pass it up to Novak. Down low, Abby Skelly collects it now, and she can't find it. Skelly past the middle there. Regan had a chance there, and nobody knows where the puck is. They're going to wave it off of there as it looks like Paskey had it. As Riley Novak was racing in there to try to poke it in. Good save there by Paskey. Makes her one of the best in the nation for that. I mean, taking any shot that she can to defend her net. Pointers put their third line on the ice here. Danny Whelan, Kendall Rickley, and Kaya Johnson step in. Gianna Neist and Tara Regan step in as well. As collected here by Anna Schulte. Anna Schulte racing up the ice here. A 1-on-2 chance here. Good move there. Poked away by a Pointer. Pass in the middle there. Nobody there. As the Pointers try to clear it here, but can't seem to find it. A nice fights along the corner. Shot wide off the pad of Emily Grieg. Kept in by Deasing. Fight along the boards there for the puck here. Who has it? Gianna Nice passes it up to a Pointer. Can't seem to collect it there. Kaya Johnson. Actually, Tara Regan shoots that one in there. They go for a change. As Abby Skelly tries to go after it. Hess runs into a Augie. Down low to Steppen. Steppen races around. She tries to find a pass here. There's a big shot there. And no call. And kept out of the zone by the Pointers. That will be an offsides. That was shot in by Eskin into the skate of Kate Hogga. I mean, a big shot there from the Pointers. I believe that was Ahern laying the boom. Pointers really putting up a fight against this number 3 team in the name and the number 3 team in the nation. So a 1-0 game with about 4 minutes left in this period. As Ahern collects it now, passes it back to Arneson. Arneson tried to race it up, but will not. Hauga. Pass it to Eskin. Eskin over to Brandenberger. Brandenberger shot off the stick of Adelaide Ahern. Collected again by Torma as she fights along the boards with it. Skelly tries to pass it up. Can't seem to connect on that. And kept it by Hauga. Collected again by Riley Novak. A shot in off of Grieg. She passes it over to Torma. Torma tries to clear it here and will. Brandenberger has the puck as it's fight along the boards with a couple of Pointers. Pokes free a little bit, but still fighting along the boards. Kicked around by Annika Melke as Polkamp takes it. She takes a shot off the pad of Paskey. Trying to keep it in by Wing. Engbrecht just wide off the post, it sounded like. Shot in and collected again by Brandenberger. Big chance there for the Pointers. They have to kick it in. Paskey out of her net to collect that. Up the ice, trying to collect it again. Whelan passed it in, bouncing puck behind the net to Stewart. Stewart passes it around, almost collected by the Pointers there. They have a chance here, but can't seem to connect on that pass. Yoakum tries to pass it up the ice, won't find it. Whelan, could have been a dangerous opportunity there, could have been offside, but collected again. Malota tied up with Kendall Rickley. Passed up again. Lily Wold. Wold racing after. Has a chance. Up in the air and just into the netting and out of play. Had a chance there in the middle, but off the stick of a Pointer and out of play. We'll get a new puck here. 2:10 left in the period. And for this Augie squad, I mean, they're having a tough time against this Pointer squad who's, like I said, looking for a win. 4 straight losses for these Pointers. Trying to get anything on the board here. It's raced up here by Natalie Ahern. Ahern has nice. That'll be shot wide. Skelly collects it now. Skelly tries to pass it down low but can't connect on that. Malota. Adeline Malota skates around here. Puts the brakes on. Has Schulte. Schulte takes a shot and what a block there by the Pointers. Had a chance there as Grieg fell down. He collected here by the Augies. As they pass around, that was Reese. To Gianna Nice. And kicked around back to Puchnik as that is collected again by Abrahamson. Kicked in the zone. 1-on-0 opportunity here. Shot. Oh, off the post. Had a chance there for Abrahamson. What a shot there. Got about a minute left to play here in this first period. Chance here. Blocked there by, I believe that was Amanda Puchnik. Good block there. And racing out is Britz. Britz takes a shot into Paskey and collected again by Eskin. Eskin up the ice to Steppen. Steppen. Pass down low to, I believe that's Olsen. Kicked around to Peyton Bear. Bear. Over to Hauga. Takes a shot there by Steppen off the post and collected by Grieg. What a shot. Pretty much from the top of the key there. I mean, that was a loud post ting. And save there for Grieg. 25.7 seconds left in this period. A 1-0 game still between the Pointers and the number 3 team, Augies. Face-off one here by, I'll say the Augies, really. I might have went off the linesman there. Shot wide and kept in by Deasing. Yoakum tries to kick it out here and can't seem to connect on that. Kicked around by Ahern. Ahern tries to clear. No dice there. Good block there. And a couple players fall to the ice here. Chance here in the middle. Brandenberger shot into Emily Grieg. Who has it? Looks like Grieg will have it. A second and a half left in this period. Could potentially get a shot off here if you're quick. Pointers just put in as much defense as they can. Face off, and that'll be the period. After one period of play here at KB Willett Arena, the Pointers are down 1-0 to the number 3 team, Augsburg University Augies, here at KB Willett Arena. We'll give you about a 15-minute break here at the Willett, and we'll be back for more Pointers women's hockey action. This is Pointers Athletics YouTube page. Welcome back to Pointer Athletics, KB Willett Arena here in sunny Stevens Point. A 1-0 game between the Augsburg Augies and the UWSP women's hockey team here at the Willett. I'm Brody Kupski. After one period of play, a goal scored by Nora Steppen and assisted by Adeline Malota makes a 1-0 game here against the Pointers. The number 3 team in the nation is putting up a pretty good fight here. Well, these Pointers are also putting up a fight of their own. Not making it easy here for these Augies. They step back out on the ice. Shots total between the Pointers and the Augies. 12 shots on goal for the Augies compared to 7 for the Pointers, which honestly seems like a little less. The Pointers really did not shoot well against the St. Mary's University Cardinals last weekend when they played here. I believe that was last Friday on the 2nd of January. So far, the Pointers had, I believe, 9 shots in the game total. They're already up to 7 in this period, or after one period of play here. Only one penalty between both sides. Abby Skelly for hooking. Power play opportunity for the Augies was a no-go. So 0 for 1 in the power play. As we face off here, Eskin and Novak. Face off one here. We'll say the Augies here kicked up and around to Grace Torma. Torma tries to kick it up to Skelly, but will not find it. Nora Steppen, the goal scorer, collects it here as she kicks it up. Johaug. And that might be a penalty, but no call there as Malota falls to the ground. And icing will be waved off there as Deasing collects it and kicks it around back to Steppen. As kicked up there to it looks like Olsen as she shoots it into Emily Grieg. Another stoppage of play here, a couple seconds into the game here, or in the second period here. In terms of face-offs, the Augies has won 5 of them. The Pointers winning 10 of them. So already a good start in terms of face-offs for the Pointers here as they put the line on the ice here. Is kicked around here by Puchnik. Puchnik over to Engbrecht. Engbrecht trying to find Polkamp and might, but collected here by the Augies. Kicked around back to the Augies. And they're in their own zone here. Shot in there. Almost could have went in there, but good block there by Emily Grieg to keep it out. That puck was bouncing around. Abby Simons collected it. And kicked out of the zone there. Simons collects it there. Back over to Brandenburger. Back Simons trying to find a pass here. And Will kicks it around here to Abrahamson. Kicked around there and wide of the net. Polkamp tries to race after it. Tied up there with Brandenburger. Couple Pointers trying to fight in there as well. Kicked around here and fought along the boards. It's Puchnik and kicks around there. Can't find Nice. And collected here again by Wold. Kicked around to Malota and passes it in here. Has a chance. Can't collect it. Almost kicked out there. Kicked wide of the net. Bounced off a few players there as Nice collects it. Races up the ice here. Has Engbrecht up in front of her. She can't find the puck. And collected there by Tenley Stewart, the captain. And racing up the ice here, Adeline Malota. Kicked wide of the net from Emily Grieg. And collected here by Kendra Rickley. Rickley up the ice. Had Danny Whelan, but collected again by Kelsey Reese. In the corner here and bouncing around here. Chance here for the Augies. And collected again by Grieg. That was Annika Milky with the shot. The sophomore forward out of Waconia, Minnesota. So another stoppage of play here. 17:27 left in the period. As we get a face-off here. Olivia Brame the senior out of Detroit Lakes, Minnesota. And one here by the Pointers. Skelly trying to pass it up to Yoakum as that's tipped again. Yoakum all by herself here. Has Steppen behind her. Steppen kicks it up in the middle. Shot there wide of the net. Had a chance there but could not connect on that. Skelly fighting below the boards here. Over to Ahern. Ahern collects and skates around. Pass up to Torma. Torma takes a shot wide of the net there. Poked away, I believe that by Paskey. Novak goes after it and tied up along the boards here and almost kicked out there but kept in by Torma. Torma shoots it in off. A pad save there from Paskey. Kicked up to Regan. Tara Regan passed around there. And cleared again and up the ice to Milky. Milky tied up there with Arneson. As Arneson collects it again. Tries to pass it up and collect it again by Eskin. Ruby Eskin there. Trying to collect it again. Have a chance there. And kick back around to Haga. And in by Brandenburger. Grieg over net to collect it. Arneson tries to collect it, but kicked around there by an Augie. Rickley tries to collect it again as well, and still kept in the zone here. It's kicked around by Deasing, but collected here by Kaya Johnson, as icing will be called. And we'll go back into the Pointers defensive zone here. 15:52 left in the period. A couple score updates. UW Superior 0-0 game between them and Bethel University. Women's hockey, I should clarify. Women's hockey for River Falls, a 12-1 record, the #1 team in the nation, facing up against the #8 Gustavus Adolphus. Shot in there and collected by Emily Grieg. So we get another face-off here. 1-0 game for River Falls after a period of play. And a lot of other games happening in terms of women's hockey for WIAC. I believe Boy is playing Concordia University of Wisconsin tonight. They're actually at 3 p.m., so pretty soon. Face-off one here by the Augies. That's kicked around to Deasing. Deasing tries to kick it around down low to Eskin. Eskin has a chance there, but can't connect on the pass to Olsen. That's going to get kicked up the ice for another icing. They really made it dramatic there. The Beloit College, or Beloit University, Beloit College. Had to clarify myself there. Beloit plays Concordia University at 3 p.m., so about 10 minutes from now. And St. Mary's University heading to Eau Claire to face off at 7 p.m. tonight. Face off won by the Augies, kicked around there, and has a chance there. Nobody knows where it is, kicked wide. Greek thought she had it, but kicked up again. Shot there by Simons. And collected there, Emily Grieg is getting in there, is Emma Abrahamson. Well, a couple shoves there as Grieg's just trying to defend herself, and will. In terms of MIAC play, a lot of games. Orange University versus St. Catherine, Aurora University versus St. Olaf. Like we said, River Falls against Gustavus is shot there wide. Might have been off a skate of a Pointer. Kicked down low on the boards, shot there. No call by Riley Novak. And kicked down low, Schulte. As Novak is a fight. Nobody can collect the puck here. Stewart tries to keep it in and will. Stewart kicks it down low. Nobody there but Schulte collects it here. Kicked around here by Schoberl. And shot there into Danny Whelan. Nobody knows where it is. I believe that actually was Yoakum. Chance here, Natalie Ahern. As she shoots it in, we'll go for a change. Pointers needed it. As race here by Stewart. Stewart has Skelly here to defend it. And kicked up there to Jenna Allen. Allen racing in past Yoakum. Hits the brakes, tries to find a pass, tries to find the slot there, but Emily Grieg there after goes off a skate or stick of a Pointer. Another stoppage of play. So River Falls playing Gustavus Adolphus. Augsburg playing here against UWSP. Superior playing Bethel University. St. Norbert College traveling up to St. Scholastica. University of Dubuque playing St. Benedict, and St. Mary's playing University of Wisconsin Eau Claire. It's kicked around there, try to pass it up, and will collect Danny Whelan there. Whelan trying to race in, takes a shot wide. Was off the stick, I believe, of Kelsey Reese. Collected in and taken by the Augies. Peyton Bear tries to pass it up and will clear the zone. Actually will stay in the zone as Danny Whelan tries to take a shot and off a couple sticks of the Augies. Polkamp tries to fight it down low. Regan after it. She takes a shot wide. Arneson takes a shot as well. Will not collect it. Is that kept up by Jenna Allen. Allen racing up. Has Reese off the pad and collected here by Tara Regan. Regan passes up to Polkamp. Polkamp. Kind of a 3-on-3 opportunity. She slips and falls down and collected again by Paskey for a stoppage of play. 13:20 left in the period here. Pointers really putting up a fight here and not letting go of anything here. So face off here, Riley Novak. Won by the Pointers, shot in by Nice and scooped up by Paskey. And first face off here, Olivia Brame facing off against Riley Novak again here. And won by, it looks like Novak. She takes Brame down to the ice. Step on. Tries to collect this. Ahern fights along the boards. She falls down. Big fight here for the Pointers. Step, I believe Deasing actually collects it here. She skates up the ice, has a 3-on-3 opportunity. Past Pushnik as she whiffs on that shot. That was Molly Grunhofer. She whiffed on the shot opportunity and still kept in the zone. Down low to Grunhofer again. She tries to pass it up and around the boards here. Gianna Nice collects it. And she kicks it up to Puchnik. Puchnik tries to clear the zone here and kept in the zone and up into the net. I believe they're going to get the Augies for hitting it up in the net here. About 12.5 minutes left here. A 2-0 game. It looks like River Falls scores another goal here. For the Pointers, it's still a 1-0 game, Augies, after a Nora step in goal. Kicked around here to Alyssa Yoakum. Yoakum passing around here to Engbrecht. Actually make that Kaya Johnson. Johnson back up to Whelan. Whelan over to Rickley. Rickley shoots it in off the stick of a couple Augies. Augies doing that well tonight as they're getting any stick that they can at any shot the Pointers could take. Up the ice here. Kicked down by Eskin. Eskin over to Hogg. Kicked again by Rickley. And she tries to clear it again, but taken away by Kate Hogga. Torma has her stick tied up here. Kicked around from Olsen. Olsen over to Brandenberger. Brandenberger makes some fancy moves here. Kicked wide and, ooh, just got past Emily Grieg. What a shot there. I believe they're going to credit Ella Olsen with the goal there. I mean, just got past the outstretched pad of Emily Grieg. It makes it a 2-0 game here at KB Willard Arena. 11:48 left in the period. I mean, just what a wonderful passing from the Augies to kind of set that up. Face-off won here by the Augies. They try to kick it up, trying to poke away. As Anna Schulte collects it, passes it around, down low, and almost collected again. There's Grieg makes a save. Kicked around there to Abrahamson, but she tries to pass it in, won't connect it to the captain, Schoberl. Collected again here by Stewart, the other captain. Chance here, Avery Engbrecht. A 2-on-3 opportunity as that kicked wide to Schulte and off the stick and into the glove of Anna as Paskey, Marissa Paskey collects it here. Another score here for River Falls. They're just going to pile it on here. 3-0 game, River Falls. Between Superior and Bethel here. Looks like getting some stats here. It's still a 0-0 game. Face off one here by the Pointers. Step on fighting along the boards there. And we'll give it to Malota. Malota racing up here. And she slices the Pointers defense there. Kicked wide by Emily Grieg. Good save. And kicked around there. It looks like icing waved off as it's touched by an Augie. Step on racing in. Shot there. Has a chance. Good save there by Emily Grieg. As I was sitting in the middle there, had a chance there, a good shot. But Grieg able to save it out of zone here as Stepan collects it. She kicks it in. Racing after Gianna Nice. Nice hits the brakes, kicks it around, tries to find Whelan. Actually, Jenna Britz make that. Can't connect on that as they try to clear it again. Kept in the zone here by the Augies. Kicked around down low. Puchnik collects it. Puchnik up the ice and still collected again as she knocks it down. Can't seem to connect on that. Puchnik passes up to Britz and they're able to clear it. Puchnik trying to race up the ice. They still can't find a pass as that's kicked down and around. Pointers could finally get a change. Could be a big chance here if you're Augsburg. And racing up to Grunhofer. Grunhofer trying to connect the pass to Bear. Collected here and up the ice, and will be on icing call. The shot in the zone there by Olivia Brame. The Pointers get an icing call here. 9:21 left in the period. A 2-0 game. After the score there by Ella Olsen. The junior out of Maple Grove, Minnesota, started the game this afternoon. And for Olsen, this face-off one here by the Pointers, kicked around the zone here. And collected here by Bear. In the corner fighting for it. As they're trying to get some players get away. Try to kick it out here. And so that's collected again here by the Augies. So they try to race up the ice. Grunhofer passes it to herself off the boards. Has a 1-on-5 chance here. Shot wide and over the shoulder of Emily Grieg. Kicked around there. Chance there, and that'll be a penalty. It's a little trip in there on Ella Olsen. And the Pointers' second penalty of the night, as we'll get immediate time out. So for Ella Olsen, that is her 5th goal of the season. Making her 9 points on the season for her so far. Pointers will go to the penalty box. And we'll take a quick break here. A 2-0 game here at KB Willard Arena. Pointers are down. So the penalty on Tara Regan, 2 minutes for tripping at the 8:37 mark here in the second period. So the Pointers back on the penalty kill. And the last power play opportunity, 2 shots on goal by the Augies. Have a chance here. They send in Abrahamson. It looks like Schulte. And collected here by Jenna Allen. Allen over to Abrahamson, over to Brandenburger. Brandenburger over to the captain, Stewart. And tripped up there, but no call. This Pointer's trying to race down low. Kicked around here. Looks like Brandenburger will get it. Brandenburger over to Stewart. Stewart back to Brandenburger, trying to pass it around. Can't seem to connect on that, but still kept in the zone by Schulte, and Stewart passes back over to Abrahamson. Back up to Stewart to Brandenburger, trying to find any passing zone. Shot there, weak pass there, and shot in by Stewart off the pad of Emily Grieg. Trying to kick it out here, and will clear the zone as Paskey gets out of her net to clear it. Collected here by Stewart, tries to pass it up to Simons. Simons kicking around here. And kicked around here by Ella Olsen, the recent goal scorer. Olsen gets it back. Shot wide. Off the pad, actually, of Emily Grieg. And collected again by Eskin as that just clears the zone. Good defense there by Avery Engbrecht. Keep it out of the zone. And collected here again by Milota. Kicked up back again to Milota. And kicked in the zone, but will not collect on that pass, as that's off the pad of Emily Grieg. She makes a good save. Kicked up again to Stepan. Stepan down low, blocked there by Yoakum. Back up to Stepan, little team leader in goals and assists. It's collected there by Eskin. She races around. The penalty will be killed off here by the Pointers as they race in. Shot down wide, had a chance there, and just collected down low and put in as Grieg kind of went wide thinking the puck bounced off. That was collected there by Ella Olsen for her second goal of the afternoon. Kind of collected in her stick, and she kind of just laid it down and had to just kind of push it in, really. So we're getting confirmation on the goal scored there. Ella Olsen for her second goal of the afternoon, putting her season total to 6 goals on the season. Would put her in second place in terms of team, as that's kicked up and collected by, I believe that's Reese. Down low in the zone, Pointers trying to put up a fight. A 3-0 game here against the number 3 team in the nation. As that's kicked up and big shot there. I mean, hard shot to the ground was Grunhofer. But she gets back up and skates around. Kicked over to Sydney Wang. Wang tries to clear it. Collected here again by Tara Regan. And out of the zone there and kicked up there. Arneson races after it. Arneson over to Polkamp. Polkamp kicks it up, and Engbrecht did not know where that was. Could have been dangerous there. As Allen tries to collect it, Engbrecht collects it. Polkamp pushes it in. Goes for a change here as Peyton Bear races after it. Bear up to Jenna Allen. Can't connect on that pass. Gianna Nice there to collect it after it bounced off the boards and kicked around the zone. Back over to Allen. Allen can't collect that pass, and up and into the bench area of the Augies. A 3-0 game still. 5:12 left in the period. Twelve shots still on goal for the for the Augies. Definitely a little bit more than that after this period. Not making it easy on Emily Grieg. She's been doing a well enough job, but still the Augies finding any way they can to score a goal as Grieg collects that one out of the air. Couple seconds tick off. 4-0 River Falls over Gustavus Adolphus currently with a couple seconds left in the second period. Big game there. River Falls trying to keep their number 1 ranking. Their only loss of the season came to UW Eau Claire, which the Pointers play next weekend, conference play. Kicked around there. Gianna Nice tries to collect it. Novak races after it and passes it up. Collected again. Schulte trying to pass it up and will find Stepan. Goal scorer in this game is kicked wide by Emily Grieg. And brought up the ice here. Tried to find, I believe that was Alexis Rolston, but can't connect on that. And they're going to call, I believe, an offside, or maybe, if I had to guess, it looks like it's going to be an offside there. I thought a pointer was going in the box there, but face off here outside the zone for the Pointers. Kendall Rickley on the face-off. One here, looks like I would give it to the Augies as they're racing in. Shot wide of the net. That was off Kate Haug. That's kept in by Stepan. Stepan just wide of the net as Grieg tries to cover it up. Can't collect it. A couple Augies fall down the ice. Grace Torman in the corner. Collects it here by Eskin. Eskin pass into Stepan. Stepan wide after kick saved there by Emily Grieg. Pass wide. Torma tried to collect it. And she cannot collect it there. Over to Yoakum now. Yoakum passes back around as Torma's tied up. Skelly tied up along the boards as well. Pointers just trying to clear the zone to get anything set up here and just can't seem to find it. As that's kept in by Eskin. Eskin over to Deasing. She called for as that shot's blocked by Skelly. Actually, Skelly collects it. That was Kaya Johnson on the block shot. And they pass it down low. Deasing. May Deasing tries to pass it up to Eskin. Actually, Grunhofer. As that's passed wide. Deasing collects it again. Passes it down low. We'll go for a change here. As the Pointers try to clear the zone here. Arneson, weak pass over and collected again by the Augies. Brame tries to pass it around. Will find Milky. Milky, smooth move there. Trying to get around the Pointers here as Regan gives chase. Pokes it away from her as Arneson passes it around to Sydney Wang, but can't collect that one. And almost clear to the zone. And now will be clear to the zone. Pass up to Abby Simons. Simons over to Brandenburger. She tries to pass it around. And Regan down the corner there. Polkamp tries to collect it. Arneson will over to Wang. About 2.5 minutes left in this period. And a fight along the boards there as nobody can't seem to collect it. Big scrum for it here. And collected again by Brandenburger. Over to Simons. Simons shot off the glove and back of the net there as Grieg could not collect it. About 2 minutes left here. Shot off the pad of Grieg. Collected here by the Augies. They're trying to race in here. Over to Simons. Simons shoots it wide. I believe off the skate of a Pointer. And kicked around in the middle. Trying to find the slot there. And that pass will go wide. And down by Paskey. As Pointers finally can get a change here. Big chance here if you're the Augies. But cannot connect on that. As Puchnik tries to collect it there. Shot in there wide of the net. Shot there by Kelsey Reese. Had a chance there. Abrahamson tries to pass it in the middle. Can't seem to find it. Couple finding as Grieg just jumps over to get that. A couple shoves at the end of the play there. I could tell you, if this was a men's game, these two would be shoving. And speaking of men's, the UWSP men's hockey team also plays Augsburg tonight. Kind of some history between the Augsburg Augies and the UWSP men's hockey team. A couple years ago here, NCAA playoffs, the Pointers played in a 4 OT game against the Augies. Ended up winning on a David Hill shot there. Chance there. So it looks like Abrahamson goes down, a penalty coming to the Pointers there. She had a wide open chance there but fell down. And they're going to give, I believe, Gianna Nice there with the penalty. Not a Not a happy save here. The Pointers, a minute 06 left in this period. A 2-minute penalty for the Pointers here as they go back on the penalty kill. Had a couple chances here already for the Augies. The Pointers doing a well enough job on the penalty kill to keep it out of the net. Face-off one here, kind of tied up there. Kicked around here. Stepan trying to pass it around here. Back to Stepan. Stepan. Kick down low. Good defense there. Kendall Rickley. And kicks it out of the zone and down to the other end. Looking for Kate Haug. And good kick there by Kendall Rickley in order to kick it out of the zone as Stepan races in here. Stepan taking it by herself. Had a chance there, and wow, what a play there. Alyssa Yoakum to defend that as that's still kicked out of the zone. About 30 seconds left here in the period as Stepan kicks it in. Yoakum races after. Yoakum kicks it around and kept in the zone there by Ella Olsen, a 2-goal scorer tonight. As kicked around there by Yoakum. Yoakum trying to clear it again. About 10 seconds left here. And he kicked out here to Stepan as she's just going to pass it around here. And the period will end. After 2 periods of play, the Augies take a 3-0 lead here over the UWSP Pointers. We'll get some stats after 15 minutes of a break for the period. 3-0 Augies. Welcome back to KB Willett Arena. After 2 periods of play, the Pointers are down 3-0 versus the Augsburg University Augies, the number 3 team ranked in the nation here. I'm Brody Kupski, kind of by myself, running solo here for women's hockey action. After 1 period, it was 1-0, and after 2, it's 3-0. 2 scores by Ella Olsen, putting her goal total on the season to 6 total goals. Assisted on that first goal by Emma Brandenberger and Kate Hauge. And that second goal, Nora Stepan and Ruby Eskin Stepan, her 10th assist on the season. And 7 goals for her on the season so far, leading this Augies team as a defenseman too. I mean, she almost plays like an offensive defenseman, really, but she plays well defensively as well. I mean, she's really a great two-way player that could do it all on the ice here. Pointers outshot in that period 24-3, putting a total of 36 shots on goal from the Augies to 10 shots on goal for the Pointers. And towards the end of that period, a Gianna Nice slashing penalty puts the Augies on the power play again. 0 for 2 on the power play so far. 5 shots total. Continuing on for the third power play here. Well, we're back. 1 more period to play here. Face-off won by the Augies. And racing up the ice here is Annika Milky. Milky will pass it around to Stewart. Stewart over to Brandenberger. Brandenberger over to Milky. Milky trying to find something setting up here as Stewart gets it over to Brandenberger again. Brandenberger could have been tripped up there. No call. Shot in off the pads of Emily Grieg. And skating around Anna Schulte over to, I believe that was Abrahamson, as Grieg makes an easy stop there. The Pointers so far losing the faceoffs 19-17. We'll probably say 20-17 after that one. Being outshot and really keeping it easy for Marissa Paskey tonight. 10 saves so far for her, really putting her season total, probably making it higher now. A 96.7 save percentage for Paskey, having a good season so far as Pointers will clear it. A little less than 10 seconds left in the power play here. And they'll probably kill it off here. 3, 2, 1. And the Pointers kill the power play opportunity. 0 for 3 on the power play are the Augies. But it doesn't seem to matter as they're up 3-0. As Puchik tries to collect it, but kept in by Milky. Milky over to Brandenberger. Brandenberger collects it back again. Almost kicked out there, but still kept in. And Puchik collects it here as Milota gives chase. Or Milota, my mistake. Tara Regan tries to pass around. Brandenberger collects it. She's trying to pass it up. Shot there, wide of the net. Kind of a weak shot there and kept up by Polkamp. Polkamp over to Abby Skelly. Skelly will pass it down low. Quick change there for the Pointers, as that's kicked up and collected there by Jenna Britz. Britz tries to clear it, can't seem to clear it. Collected again by her. She tries to race around back of the net. Britz tries to clear it again. And a couple Augies there to face her. There's Torma, collects it and kicks it out. Races pass here, has a chance here. 2-on-2 opportunity, 3-on-2, and collected there by Paskey as the shot's taken. 17:53 left in this period. So the Pointers face off tomorrow at 3 p.m. in St. Paul against the Hamline University Pipers. This Augsburg team faces off in conference play starting next week against Bethel University. 2 games next week, a home and away series. And face off one here by the Pointers, it looks like, as Ahern tries to collect it. Can't seem to collect it. Trying to kick it up. Nice keeps it in the zone. And kicked out again. And it looks like there'll be contact on the puck, so no icing. It's collected there by Yoakum. Yoakum tries to race around, and she's fought off here and kicked in the zones there. Oh, off the crossbar. Shot wide there into the pad, and again off the, looks like the side of the net there. Chance there, but not collected, and Desing has to just collect it out. Already in that first period, we had, at least 4 shots to the post or the crossbar. And this period already starting off with 1 or 2. Chance here, Eskin can't collect that as Novak collects it here. Novak racing up the ice. She tries to kick it out. Desing races after it with Engbrecht. Engbrecht kicks it around. Simons gets it here and passes it around to Grunhofer. Kicked up to Milky. She races up. Tries to kick it in, and off the pads and collected here by Puchnik. Puchnik gets it knocked off her stick as Milky collects it. Milky right into the chest of Emily Grieg. Another stoppage of play here. So for Augsburg, after Bethel University, they play against Hamlin University, who currently leads the MIAC in wins and on top of the standings there. Could be a big one there in a couple weeks. A home and away series between the two teams. This face-off one here, I believe Pointers. And kicked around here, is kept in the zone. Simons tries to kick it around here as Milky chases after it. And off the stick of Brandenburger and out of the zone. She collects it again. Kicked up here to Brame and off the stick of Milky. And Polkamp tries to kick it in. Go for a change here as Kaya Johnson chases after. And looks like Sydney Wang takes a shot there, and they'll call icing as it went through. Nutmeg the nutmeg the skates of an Augie. 15:56 left in the period. 3-0 game. Augsburg winning, the number 3 team in the nation. Speaking of ranked teams, number 1 team in the nation, River Falls, 5-1 game over Gustavus Adolphus. And it looks like collected here by the Augies, collected here again by Neist. And fighting below is Jenna Britz, but on the stick of an Augie. Collected again by Stewart, the captain, and back over to Brandenburger. Brandenburger finds Milky. Milky has a streaking Schulte. A 1-on-0 opportunity here. Shot, save there by Emily Grieg. Couple slick moves, and she would have probably moved it past, but with a couple of pointers chasing, you just kind of got to take a shot there. Another stoppage play here. Still a 0-0 game between Bethel University and UW Superior. Superior riding a 1-13 record on the season. Really could use a win. A shot in there by Reese. Collected there. A chance there. Schulte can't collect on that. It's poked away there by Emily Grieg, and try to pass it up here is Tara Regan. Kept in the zone though and kicked around up to, I believe that was Natalie Ahern, the captain. And collected again here by Abrahamson. Over to Schulte, back over to Abrahamson. And kept in there by Reese and kicked around by Ahern. Ahern trying to race up the ice. She skates around, giving chases. Melota giving chase and kept off the stick of Jenna Allen. Novak races in here off the pads, or off the shins. Well, that was Nora Steppen. Polkamp trying to give chase as she gets tied up there, falls to the ground. Tied up in the corner again. And Melota, and they'll get a penalty here. I believe a holding penalty on the Augies. And the Augie fans are not happy about that, and they'll give Nora Stepan the penalty here for holding. A big chance here for the Pointers as they go on the power play chance. The first time of the afternoon with 14:20 left in the third period. A 2-minute minor for holding gives the Pointers a chance. And really for this Augsburg squad, they've been improving year after year. This is second-year head coach Elizabeth Bauer, and she's really improved this Augsburg squad. They had a 24-win season last season. They're looking to try to repeat that this year, and it might be helped with assistant coach, former Pointer Nicole Neuberger, former Pointer here a couple years ago. Make that almost 4 years ago now. It's crazy to say. Shot there up into the glove, and a shove there by Paskey to Emily Skelly. Should try to race in there. A minute 45 left in the power play. So Neuberger on the coaching squad here for her third year. Seems to steadily improve here. And a face-off won by the, looks like the Augies here as they kick it down the zone here. Grieg collects it. Polkamp takes it now. So Polkamp tries to pass it up, and that's intercepted by Desang. She keeps it out of the zone and kicked around a nice. Trying to find something here if you're the Pointers. Almost kicked away there, and Novak kicks it up in the air. He kept out of his own. Skelly tries to pass over to Yoakum, but she skates past it. Pointers just can't seem to get anything going. About a minute left here in this power play opportunity. Whelan kicks it down in the zone as Kaya Johnson races after it. Make that Abby Skelly, actually. Whelan collects it over to Yoakum. Yoakum takes a shot. Had a chance there with Natalie Ahern, but off her stick. And she collects it again. She takes a shot into the glove of Marissa Paskey. 42 seconds left in the power play here. They had Ahern. She just could not collect it on her stick and bounce up into the glass. So 13:01 left in this period here. And for Ann Inneman in her 20th season, she's just trying to get something going here for the Pointers, trying to find some wins here as Regan takes a shot in off the blade of, I believe that was the stick blade of Paskey as that's kicked around here. Regan tries to collect it, will not collect it, but Ahern there fighting along the boards there. 20 seconds left of the power play. Ahern tries to reach after it. Stewart gets it, and Stewart could keep it in the zone here. He kicks around to Malota. Malota back around to Alyssa Yoakum. Yoakum tries to find Regan. Regan over to Grace Torma. Torma kicks it around, and that will do it for the power play opportunity for the Pointers. Had a couple shots there, but just can't seem to do it, and that will be icing on the Augies here. 12:10 left in the period. So if you're the Pointers, you really got to find something, get some scoring going. If you want really any chance to keep it within 3 here. I mean, you maybe could pull Emily Grieg, but you'd still either be down by 4 goals or 3 goals. And kicked around here to Hauga. That's kicked off Gianna Nice's stick as Grace Torma chases after it. Racing there is Olsen. Kicked up there by Rickley, and that'll be an offside by a mile. As I believe Kaya Johnson just kind of lost track of where she was skating around. And for this Pointer squad, they're pretty young. I mean, already have a line of freshmen in Whelan, Rickley, and Johnson. Sydney Wang's a freshman. Alexa Ralston, a freshman. Gianna Nice, the freshman defenseman, as that's kicked around there. I mean, it's a young team for this Pointer squad, and they're doing the best that they can with the youth talent that they have. As Puchik tries to kick around to Regan. Collected there by Reese. Shot there, and off the stick of Wold as she collects it again to Bear. Bear over to Wold. Wold racing around there. Good move and off the pad. I believe Emily Grieg kind of just pushed that one away. And racing up the ice here is Yoakum. Actually, Ahern. And she goes down. No call there. So that's collected again. And up the ice. Good pass there. Collected here by Wold. Wold takes a shot. And good chance there. Follow-up opportunity miss. as that's kicked out of the zone off the stick and into Deesing's stick. Yoakum will fight it off from, looks like Emily Green just covers it up there as it bounced off the boards. We'll get another stoppage play. A little less than 11 minutes left in the period here. Pointers just trying to get anything going, keep them within this game. Face off here. Polkamp will, I guess somebody wins it here. A couple players falling to the ice. Chance there trying to find a pass, will not collect. Ebby Skelly kicks it out. Skelly also a freshman. I mean, you got plenty of freshmen on this team trying to make a big opportunity here, a big splash. It looks like fighting along the boards here. Gianna Nice collects it here. Nice. Up to Torma. Torma kicks it around. And collected there by the captain, Emily Schoberl. Stepan collects it here. Shot over the stick of Emily Grieg from Anna Schulte is collected down low in the zone by Yoakum as they fight along the boards here. Over to Gianna Nice. Nice. Trying to find a pass here. Clear of the zone here is the Augsburg Augies really giving a lot of chase here. Is collected again by Stepan. Yoakum collects it here. Down around and collected here out of the zone. And a stick flies out. I believe that was the captain Schoberl stick went around as that's shot in the zone. Collected again by Deesing, but fought along the boards there by the Pointers, and Schulte will collect it. Up to Abrahamson. Abrahamson trying to find a streaking Schulte, but tied up there. Pass is no good. Pass over to Abrahamson, up to Brandenburger. Round chance there in the middle, but no Augie there to collect it. Collected again by Hogg. Hogg racing around here, trying to find a pass. Up to Simons. Simons off the stick or body in the middle there. And down low in the corner, passed up to Simons. Simons over to Brandenburger. Brandenburger tries to pass it through, but off the blade. I believe Jenna Britz there as that's kicked out. I believe that was touched by an Augie. Passy collects it for her team. Racing around there as Arneson is there to collect it. Pointers just trying to get anything going here. 8:15 left in the period. Novak can't collect it on a stick. Eskin will collect it and pass it up to Simons. Simons takes the tumble, and that will be still kept in by Melota. Melota, 1-on-4 chance here, and she's trying to do the best she can. As she gets taken down, a penalty coming up for the Pointers. There's a big shot there, wide of the net, touched by Natalie Ahern, and the penalty will be called. 7:41 left in the period here. Penalty coming up. We'll get immediate timeout here. Penalty going towards Alyssa Yoakum, it looks like. So Yoakum on the season, I mean, having a pretty fantastic season for her so far. Leads the team in assists. That'll be her 6th penalty of the season, kind of tying her with a couple other Pointers. Gianna Nice leads the team in penalties. She had 1 today, making their total up to 8. We'll take a quick little break here as we have immediate timeout. This is Pointer Athletics. So immediate timeout over. The penalty coming towards Alyssa Yoakum. And a 2-minute penalty there. Other sports happening in terms of WIAC play. The Pointers women's basketball team facing off against UW-Oshkosh in Oshkosh today. A really highly ranked Oshkosh team, currently undefeated, as face-off one here and kicked out of the zone. A 31-22 score at half between Oshkosh and Stevens Point. Men's team plays here in Stevens Point at about 5 o'clock, pretty much right after this game almost. That's kicked around there and try to kick it out of the zone and kept in the zone by Stepan. Kick down low over to Hogg. Pass over to Olsen, who has 2 goals today. Chance there, but nobody home to put it in. And Stepan gets it. Stepan over to Hogg. Hogg takes a shot into Emily Grieg as she collects it, and a couple shoves there after the play. As Grace Torma's on the ground there, a shove. I believe that was the step on as she fell over. As Grieg kind of just had to sit on it, collect it. A couple seconds go off the power play here. Just a second less than 7 minutes left in the game here. Pointers again on the penalty kill. Collected there by the Augies. Up the step on. Back down to Hogg. Hogga. Over to Eskin. Eskin back up to Stepan. Chance there, but won't connect on the pass. Hogg collects it over to Stepan. Stepan takes a shot off the pad of Emily Grieg and kicked wide. So Olsen passes it back up to Eskin. Eskin down back to Olsen. Olsen shot there and getting past Emily Grieg. The finally successful power play opportunity for the Augies here. Will probably put it away with about 6.5 minutes left. A 4-0 game. Nora Stepan with the goal. Her second of the day. Bringing her total up to 8 on the season. Leading the team in points and in goals. And in assists, really. I mean, she's doing it all over the place, and she's doing it as a defenseman. Good credit to her. So a 4-0 game here. Pointers just got to get anything on the board to really keep it relevant. We're not making it easy here against the Augies. And penalty coming up right away as Yoakum kicks it in. Looks like Deasing will collect it. And a penalty coming. It'll be a tripping penalty as I believe a Pointer went down right away. I mean, on the power play, and they're going to get Adeline Malota with a penalty. The Pointers going on the power play the second time of the night here. Doesn't happen often. It looks like they're going to pull Emily Grieg. I mean, gotta get the extra attacker here. I mean, get any score here. I mean, why not? You got 6.5 minutes left here. A 4-0 game. Get anything, try to get past Paskey. It's not going to be easy, though. Pointers with the face-off. Pass over to Torma. Torma tries to pass it in. Chance there. A couple shots there by Rickley. And off the pads and wide. Good saves there by Paskey. Kick over to Nice. Nice tries to find it in the middle. Can't seem to find it. Kicked out of the zone here. And Polkamp collects it. Polkamp up the boards to Skelly. Skelly kicks out. And again, chance here. Correction, Anna Schulte with the penalty to the Pointers. And it looks like going to be an icing call here. And it looks like they're going to send Emily Grieg back out down in their zone after the icing. .5:43 left in this period here. A 4-0 game. Pointers on the power play with a minute 23 left in that power play. Just trying to get anything going here if you're the Pointers. And kicked around there. Polkamp will get it. Actually, she whiffs on that. As Jenna Allen gives chase, and she will give chase indeed. She loses her stick. She kicks it around here. I'm almost playing soccer here. As that's kicked up the ice. Grieg collects it. As Peyton Bear races in to collect that. And kicked up here. Nice. Nice. Racing in here has Whelans. That's poked off her stick by Reese. Collected again by Yoakum. Yoakum tries to pass it in. That's off a stick. And collected again by Puchnik. Puchnik over to Yoakum. Yoakum racing around here with some speed. Tries to pass it in. Will not connect on the pass. That's collected again by Tara Regan. Regan over to Ahern. Ahern off the pads and wide. Collected again to Yoakum. Yoakum passes it in. Try to get a tip. Will not. And 22 seconds left of the power play. And that will be off the side of the net. And collected again by Tara Regan. I mean, how many times could you hit the post today and still be up 4-0? Puchnik collects it now as she tries to shoot it in. Has a chance there, but cannot connect it to Kendall Rickley. Rickley has it now. Tries to make a save. Good save there. Marissa Paskey. What a chance there. And the power play killed off there right at the last second. Good save there, Marissa Paskey. As Emily Grieg back in net again. Racing in there, Wold. Wold had a chance there and wide. Good save there, Emily Grieg. Had a chance there, another chance here from Jenna Allen. Poking around here and collected again by Riley Novak. But off her stick again, Jenna Allen. And that'll be kicked out and will be icing eventually. When they finally get there, it'll be icing. 3:44 left in the period. Exciting play. Pointers had a couple opportunities there, but Marissa Paskey, I mean, holy cripes. What a save there. I mean, she just had to really lay out for that one and block everything that she could. So a 4-0 game here at KBO. 3:44 left in the third period. Pointers trying to find anything, get on the board here against the number 3 team in the nation. Kicked around here. Eskin had a chance there in the middle to Ella Olsen. And out of the zone, Simons collects it now. Over to Eskin. Eskin makes a move. Engbrecht collects it, but can't collect it fully. It's over to Hogg. Hogg takes a shot. Great save there. Emily Grieg really had to stretch out for that one. 3:14 left in this period. Get you some score updates around the WIAC. A 3-0 game in the second period. The Concordia University Falcons over the Beloit College Buccaneers. Got to be one of my favorite matchups there. Shot into the glove of Emily Grieg. Another stoppage of play. Actually, I wouldn't say matchup. I would say the jerseys for Beloit got to be one of my favorite ones, at least the men's team. I would have to see the women's team. I would say they're pretty similar. Melky collected down. And again, around by Stewart, the captain. Another captain, Natalie Ahern, getting after it. Try to kick up to Engbrecht. And will not clear the zone here as Polkamp has it. They're just trying to clear as looks like Grieg is just going to collect it there. A 5-1 game. It looks like a win for River Falls as they improved to 13-1 on the season. Still a 0-0 game between Bethel and UW Superior. Really close one there, especially with a 1-13 Superior team. The Bethel University Royals have a winning record as that shot is wide. And Schoberl trying to collect it and will not. Torma trying to kick it out and gets it out of the zone. So that's going to be kicked in. August had to tag up here as try to kick up the ice to Riley Novak. Novak has it on her stick. She gets tied up. Good defense there by Abrahamson. Off the stick again of Kaya Johnson. Yoakum races in. A 1-on-3 chance. Shot wide. Back of the net there. Yoakum races around. Tries to collect it and gets it poked away. 2 minutes left of the period here. As Nice can't collect that one. Racing after it is Whelan. She gets it cleared. And again, Stepan collects it. And Nice gets it now. Trying to pass it up to, looks like Abby Skelly. And that will be no icing. Leave off the stick or body. And racing in here will be Stepan. Has Malota. Malota trying to pass in the middle there. Chance there, but Emily Grieg just has to dive on that one. A minute 29 left in this game here. Currently shots on goal 52-17. The Augsburg Augies really out shooting, and really no surprise. That's been kind of the name of the game for the Pointers this season. Really letting up a lot of shots and making a lot of big saves are Emily Grieg and Annie Beck. And it's, I don't know if it'll stop, but they'll find it as they have a chance here. Tara Regan racing up the ice. Has Sydney Wang. Wang shoots it wide as Alexa Ralston tries to collect it. Yoakum will collect it here. Pass it over to Wang. Can't get it on her stick. A minute left in this game. A 4-0 game here is Ella Olsen trying to go for the hat trick here. Makes a good move there, and good block there by Grieg to keep it out of the net. Chance there. Collected by Brandenburger. Brandenburger off the pad of Emily Grieg. Still kept in by Deasing. Deasing can't corral it there. Eskin over to Hogg. And collected over again to Ella Olsen. 2-goal scorer in this game. Shot wide and over the pads of Emily Grieg, and that'll kick out. About 20 seconds left of the game here. And if you're Augsburg, you're just trying to keep it simple, as Yoakum will collect it. Tries to kick it up, but collected again by, looks like Olsen. Deasing down on the ice, but Olsen collects it again. Olsen tries to pass it in, nobody home, and that'll do it here at KB Willett. A 4-0 game. The Augsburg Augies get the shutout here. Marissa Paskey with a great couple of saves really late in this third period. Made some good saves on the power play opportunity for the Pointers. And really keeps her streak alive here. She's having a fantastic season for her so far. I mean, a lot of credit to her. The Pointers dropped 5 straight here. And the shots on goal looks like 55-17 for the Pointers. 91 shots total by the Augies to 33 from the Pointers. That's a crazy amount. Pointers 4 penalties on the day, 2 to the Augies. The Augies 1 for 4 on their opportunities on power plays to score. And a big win here for the number 3 team in the nation. They really need a big win here, especially heading into MIAC play. Some quick final stats so far. Nora Steppen with the 3rd goal on the power play, assisted by Ella Olsen. Steppen's 8th goal of the season. In total, it's a lot of points for her on the season. Really leads the team here. Ella Olsen, 2 goals in the game. Nora Steppen, 2 goals in the game. Adeline Malata with an assist. Emma Brandenburger with an assist. Kate Hogg with an assist. Steppen with an assist. Eskin with an assist. And Olsen with assists. All different players getting assists in this game. Really shows you a lot with what this team can do. A good win. Augsburg fans really cheering out for this one. So after 3 periods of play, a 4-0 win for the number 3 team in the nation, the Augsburg University Augies. Pointers will be back in action tomorrow at 3 p.m. in St. Paul, Minnesota versus the Hamline University Pipers. I've been Brody Kupski. Thank you for tuning in to Pointer Athletics on the YouTube, or if you were watching on the WIAC Network, we thank you for tuning in. Have a fantastic afternoon.